Hi, it's Glenn, the ball chef, and tonight I'm making up a traditional seafood stew. And it's a great recipe. You gotta give it a try. I like eating it a lot. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna put it together. But first, let's take a look at the ingredients that we're gonna use to put this seafood stew together. We're gonna start out with 2 dozen little neck clams that have been thoroughly washed. We've got about 15 shrimp, white, a whole potato that's been cut up, some fresh parsley, some diced carrot, and some chopped celery, along with 2 tablespoons of garlic, a half a cup of flour, a pound of chopped whitefish, a firm whitefish, some cracked black pepper, sea salt, and olive oil. And that's the list of the ingredients that are going to go into this stew. Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to prepare our seafood stock. And I've really washed these clams off quite nicely. We're going to put these clams in here first. We're going to let these cook in here until they open up. And it'll take about a minute or so here. Okay, our clams are just about ready to open up there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put our fish into this. And we're just going to basically, we're not going to completely cook the fish or the shrimp here. We're going to basically just kind of parboil it, and we'll finish it off here at the end, but we just don't want to overcook it. And that's why I cook this seafood first, is of course to make the stock, but second to make sure that my seafood is not overcooked and tough. So now that I've got my shrimp and my fish and my clams in here, I'm going to let this go for about 2 minutes. Okay, so all of our seafood now is parboiled, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all of that out, set it aside. All of our clams, our fish, that's going to be set aside. Make sure there's no goodies down at the bottom there. And it looks like we've got it all. Yeah, there's one more piece of fish in there. One more spoon. Yep, that's it. There's nothing in there now. So we've now got our fish stock, or we'll call it seafood stock. And I did fail to mention one ingredient in this in the beginning, which is 1 red onion that I've chopped up. I'm going to put that in to the stock pot here, along with my parsley, a little bit of bay leaf, and our garlic. And of course we'll put in the potatoes and the celery. We're going to hold off on the carrots here for a little bit. I don't like my carrots overcooked. So we're going to take this and we're going to cook these until the potatoes are about parboiled. If we get this point, go ahead and put in about 10 rotations of some nice cracked black pepper, and then about to start here before we go on any further, about a tablespoon of sea salt. So we're going to let this cook here for about 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to finish this dish off. Okay, our potatoes are about half cooked now, so we can go ahead and put in the rest of our carrots so they don't overcook. And the next step is we give this a little stir here. I'm going to put this onto the back burner. Put that back on high. And now we're going to make a roux for our stew. And to make this roux, we're going to start out with 5 tablespoons of olive oil. I'll make it 6 just to be on the safe side. There we go. We'll bring that up to high temperature. Okay, so we'll just take the half cup of flour and we'll put that in there. And what we're going to do, don't want this to burn. Stir this around here. And we're going to get this roux cooked up. So the flour is completely cooked. And once we've gotten it to that stage where it's just starting to turn a light yellow, don't want to overdo this, and we're going to go into our stock pot and take some of our stock and put that right into our roux like that. Keep your flour, just poured that flour right into the stock pot. Might get lumps in it, it wouldn't taste right. So always do it this way. So now I can safely take this roux, it's not too thick, and I can put this right into my stock pot. Like such. Get the rest of that out of there. I'll thicken this up a little bit, because this is a stew, not a soup, and that will help thicken this up a smidge. So let's get these potatoes cooked here. Take about another 5 minutes and we'll come back and finish this one off. Alright, our potatoes are now just about cooked, so we're going to put the seafood back in to our stew, and we're going to let this cook for about an additional minute or two, and that will thoroughly finish off cooking the shrimp, the fish, and the clams that were just almost done before we took them out. I'll be back here in a minute. We'll plate this up and see what it looks like. Alright, well this is looking pretty good here. Just about got our fish completely cooked just the way I like it. Carrots are all al dente. We've got some nice clams in there. Broth's nice and thick. It's not pudding, but it has some nice consistency to it. So let's plate this up, or bowl it up anyway, and take a taste of it. Alright, we've got our seafood stew here. I might jazz this up with a little bit of Tabasco. That's just the way I am. A little bit of that in there. Give that a little stir. A little piece of that fish and shrimp in there. Folks, you gotta try this. It's a simple stew. It's not complex. It's easy to make, and it is delicious. I really gotta try it. You'll really enjoy it. Thanks for watching. It's the Ball Chef.